Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Whoa. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington football team and the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott, and it's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Play action now, Prescott. Going deep for Diggs. And it's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A pickup on the play of 50.
That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on it down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
Complete.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Chargers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a game.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on on second down. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
On the tackle. 5 yards on the play.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First down.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he is going to wind up take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This is taken at the 18. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Running on first down, Eckler. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, this is Jackson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
With 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a touchdown.
Austin Eckler with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Screen pass to Lindsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. To the air again, Prescott. Flushed out, and they can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
On the play. And it's 4th down.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taking it about the 1. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He'll get this to Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is taken at the 23. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Another run by Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And not much much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
The tackle by...
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
To number 85.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Lindsey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the end.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Drive starts with a completion, left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, and it's Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be third down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, Prescott stripped and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score the final return touchdown, So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Washington.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And Washington has taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action now. Prescott. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Now Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another
play action. It's Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Demario Davis there on the stop. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Herbert off of play action. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 24-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. They're set and ready for this next drive. The Washington offense is set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to find Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. On first down, Lindsey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Linval Joseph on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
Prescott off play action. Oh, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with the pick. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 41.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Herbert on 3rd down now. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 26. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The 26-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On the ground, it's Eckler. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here is Eckler. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
A 43-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, it makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
plug on a billboard. Thank the good Lord I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce. I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin. Middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragedy. Before you knew what happened. Ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
Me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big.